Hello and welcome back to another episode of Make It a Double Double, the gruesome twosome this week. With
Just a double now.
I feel like we've got like evolved hair. Like
Yeah,
yours
we've just
is
gone for
mine's just a bigger version of
curtains.
yours. I love
Same with
that. Yeah,
everything else.
Mark. Otherwise, not true.
Well, I actually meant that in a good way. By
Oh,
the
you
way,
didn't. Yeah.
that could have
To
been
be, I
taken the wrong way.
no, I immediately took it as you said it. I'm telling you, it's not true. Yeah, Mark, otherwise engaged this week. We did have a guest lined up as a special one, but we were supposed to do last night, had to rearrange. Then plans change, things happen. So it is just us two. And to commemorate and to make it feel like a special episode, obviously, we're going to talk a lot about cultures today. I feel like the UK has a drinking culture
Yeah.
that I have not particularly bought into. We had a conversation last week about beers that taste like not beers
This better be as good as you're building up.
and how much that is actually the case. So I went and looked for Jam Donut. I went for this Inner Jam, Tiny Rebel, whatever it is. Tiny Rebel, if you want to sponsor, by the way, give us a shout. Couldn't find it anywhere. Like, checked in like 3 or 4 different shops, and it wasn't even like labeled with the other Tiny Rebel stuff. It just wasn't. Couldn't find it. Walking out of Sainsbury's yesterday, and I see Tiny Rebel have done a collaboration with Project D, which, for those who don't know, are like a donut brand in the UK. This is what it says. Are you ready? I'm gonna describe this to you. This tasty number, this is the beer, not me, is made in collaboration with the legends over at Project D. Founded by 3 friends who share a passion and love for food, Project D have traveled the world in search of the perfect donut, and now they've helped us make the perfect donut beer. So I read that, Aaron, and I thought it should taste like a donut.
It should, to be fair. Yeah, it should.
So, fancy can.
That looks so good. Yeah.
Lovely fancy can. And it won't, I know it won't, but it's supposed to taste like a cookie dough, vanilla, chocolate and salted caramel donut glaze.
Wow.
However,
That's a 440ml can as well. You haven't even gone for a small one, have you?
No, it cost me a fortune.
Yeah, I bet that was about £3 for one, wasn't it?
£3.50.
Yeah.
There is a strong possibility I take one sip of this and literally never again.
I think when you're going about culture and things, you've got to see it off just for the culture. You've got to finish it.
Yeah, but there's a strong possibility that I'm pissed after that. Like,
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? What? Right.
You've made my drink so boring now as well.
How am I pouring this?
I would, if it's a stout especially, I would
It is a stout.
get the full thing poured out in full, just in a glass, and let it sit for a minute.
Right, okay, let me give you... There we go, right.
Yeah, somehow didn't work either. There was zero noise.
No, you joke. It were a good one as well. Oh, fuck off. It was beautiful. Do I need to do it at a 45-degree angle?
I'd do a bit of an angle, yeah, so you don't want too much head.
We'll give it a bit. This looks fucking...
Oh, she's dark.
She is fucking dark. I don't think you can say that anymore. I don't... This, I can't lie, looks grim.
See, that looks a bit of me, does that?
There's so much of it.
Yeah, right, it's a big can.
Okay, it smells more donutty than I was expecting.
Okay.
I'm still getting a like beery note to it.
As you should.
But it smells a bit better. And I'm just letting that sit for a bit.
Yeah, give it a minute.
Give it a minute. Are they fizzy?
No, they're a bit smooth normally, a stout.
It looks like it shouldn't be fizzy.
Yeah, I don't think it should be.
Listen, I'm going to let you describe your drinks. I can hear you. I'm getting a can of Coke at the ready, just because I'm a child and I need someone to wash it down in case.
Put a whiskey chaser in it.
Put a whiskey, fuck off. I'm going to whiskey in life and I never will.
You've left me to describe mine whilst you're away from the mic, and I've literally just a simple, boring Bottle of Peroni.
Lovely. Listen, the main segue for that was that we have a drinking culture,
We
and
do.
us delaying by a day has given us an opportunity to talk about culture
It has big
because
time.
we have seen some beautiful celebration cards released. Some
Celebration?
lovely. Are they not like a celebration? Not like people
Yeah, I'd say they're a
celebrating,
celebration of the
but
league.
like a
Yeah, yeah.
celebration. Yeah. For the J League, we have had them before. Um, Not these ones specifically, but we did back in the day have the sunrise
Don't
cards, didn't we?
talk about that.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're referring to there. But yeah, let me get the proper name for these cards because I am going to butcher it.
Well,
So the Korean
I'm gonna
ones,
have a drink by the way, because
yeah.
I'm
I'll cheers
gasping.
with this because I'm not drinking this yet. I need to pluck up the courage. For the K League, we've got the Harangi double up. Well, the Harangi cards, and for the J League, they're the Sakura, which I'm going to go out there and say they are beautiful.
They are. I
They
would
are.
say they're probably the nicest looking cards
I
on the
think
game
so.
now.
I think so. The yellow's a nice color, a bit of the pink as well on the J League ones. I love that the players' names are in their actual
Yeah,
languages. I think they look fucking sick. Everybody knows with Pokemon cards, the Japanese ones are cooler. So
look
just
way better. Yeah,
factually, these are cooler.
yeah,
Um, and I'm taking it as an opportunity to finish my Urawa collection. So I don't know if I was going to say I don't think I'll buy any of the expensive ones. I've literally bought the most expensive one so far. Winning a couple. I'm surprised at how cheap some of them are.
yeah.
Obviously, I think
I
it's
think it's because a lot of people will have, if they were doing in season for J League or K League, will have already bought their
the
teams.
collections. Yeah.
So then the main people buying are either new to the league
Hmm.
or people like me who can't resist buying something that looks pretty rather than sticking to some sort of strategy with it.
Or people who are close to the top of a collection or at the top of a collection
Yeah,
and have to stay there because there
yeah,
will be a shirt. We were talking about collectors stuff last week. If you are number one in a J League or a K League collection, you're getting one of the special so rare um, jerseys that they've made. Again, lovely jerseys. And the fella who's top of the Uro collection has just absolutely spammed loads of these auctions. And then
as
I'm
you
like,
would.
oh, I'll pick up some of the cheap ones. The fella who's second is now spamming these auctions. So I'm going to have to wait. I'm 27th. So I'm going to have to wait for the top 26 to get theirs first. And then I'll finish mine off. Are you going to pick any up?
I've got one.
Um,
I
who could it be? Are there any incredible footballers in the J League, like legends?
Yeah,
Maybe like you've got
played
like a
for really
signed
historic
shirt.
clubs.
Yeah. Like something that means a lot to you. Maybe you've got like a signed shirt, like like
Got a
a
bit of dog in him.
special. Uh, Again, I don't think you're allowed to say that. Yeah, like, don't. That's 2 for 2, mate. We're 8.5 minutes in. I mean, fucking hell, we're on double. Mark's not here for 1 week, and you've got yourself double cancelled. That's mad.
As soon as I said it, I thought, please don't even think of it the way that I'm hoping.
No, to be fair, you've gone J League anyway, so it's all right.
Yeah, but other way around, other way around,
What?
it'd have
Hey,
been a bit
whoa! What do
sketchy.
you mean? What do you mean? Other way
I
around?
don't know. As in, if if it was in the other league.
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
Well, they eat dogs, don't they?
Yeah, fair enough. Double down. Why not? It's the double up, not the double down, mate. Come on. Hey. That was a massive segue. Just tell me who you bought.
Yeah, well, everyone will. Well, I say everyone will know. Like everyone knows who I follow. But yeah,
You
Yuta
are welcome.
Nakayama got picked up.
You
Um,
to Nakayama,
the general himself.
the general himself.
He's a bit of a Huddersfield legend for me.
Yeah,
He's basically one of the only Huddersfield players I think that I've owned that still plays, as in starts games. Like Toffolo sits on the bench, Billings sits on the bench.
Bergs or
All the
bench.
ones they own are still at
Yeah.
Huddersfield and they don't get covered. So
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone else that actually Schindler's dead. So it's like it's
I love that.
it's
This is the third episode. He's made 3 appearances. That's more than he's made in his career.
and I've just looked, and mine's still the only one to be bought on the market. But I still
Really?
think at £4, £4.84
For,
for the specials,
for
absolutely
this is it.
nothing.
Like, I think if you can get these, like, because at this point, Utah is like a sentimental card for you.
Yeah, that's the only
To
reason I
the
got him.
point where he's so sentimental that I've bought him in the past just because you like him.
The whole group had him at one
Yeah,
point. Like it
exactly.
was mad.
Same as Palazon, except obviously you've got the
Yeah,
link now to Huddersfield.
doubled down on him.
Um, it's the double up, not the double down. I told you this.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I've bought 2 cards so far and 1 essence with both of them, so I haven't yet
Yeah, I got 2
doubled up.
essence.
Do you know what? Actually, that's a good point. I've got 28 limited essence. Shall I just
Are you just
craft?
going to chuck a craft in there?
Shall
Yeah,
I
do
just
it.
chuck a craft in there? Shall we have a look? See if we can get one
I
of
think
them.
so.
Because there will be some K-League essence in there. Some contender essence anyway. Here we go. We're currently crafting 465. That don't feel good. He's Hungarian. That really can't be good.
Oh, I'm gonna say, can you craft these
Hungarian
special
forward.
cards?
He don't have a club apparently. Who the fuck is Andrus Nemeth? I need to stop crafting tier 5s, I'm telling you.
I know, but you can't help it, can you?
No, especially I can't really complain, can I? I got fucking Bukayo Saka.
I was
When
gonna
he were
say
like,
actually, yeah, you've literally had one of
yeah,
the best crafts you can get.
yeah, when he were at his peak as well. Like, I think I sold him for like 120 quid. So for a tier 5 craft, that
What?
that were all right. I think I've used all my luck forever. What you
So
wanting at?
going back to these prices,
Yeah,
you know that we were discussing before we actually started recording, like and it always happens. Your first few just peak ridiculously,
yeah.
and then everyone goes, "Well, that's your
Actually,
benchmark.
chill
I'm not
out.
paying
Yeah,
more than that. I'll
yeah.
set my max at that, and then they get it cheaper, and then someone gets it
Hmm.
cheaper and cheaper, and they drop." I've just been looking at the keeper for the same team as you two because I thought if I'm going to get an in-season team now,
Yeah.
just double up. Yeah, double up. There you go. Got it right now.
Hey, look at that.
Double
That's
up on the
3 times
defensive
you've
stack.
mentioned double something.
And looked at Tanner,
Yeah.
and the first Tanner, bearing in mind he sells for roughly about 10 quid less. In fact,
Hmm.
less. He sells about 5 quid normally. So for £37.35. Do you know what the second one went for?
30.
13.
Oh shit!
£13. He sold for 25 quid cheaper.
Fucking in one card different.
1 card difference.
Because
So
so
I'm
the
gonna
one that
keep.
I bought, so Ryoma Watanabe is basically the only good scorer for Urawa. So I bought him 25 quid. Well, like £24.12. 5 times floor. I don't think that's
Take it or
terrible.
leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not already got one, so there's nothing is good for my collection. The second one went for 19.
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible. I knew I should have waited,
No,
but I
no.
panicked and thought that they were only doing one of each. So
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
fell for that. I fell for that.
Shall we? Has this sat for long enough, do you reckon?
I'd say, yeah, it's definitely sat for long enough now.
Right. So let me just clarify: cookie dough, vanilla, chocolate, salted caramel, and donut. They are the
I think you're going to
flavors.
get a lot of. I think you're going to mainly get like a heavy caramelly chocolate taste to it. I think.
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind it. Why am I scared though? I'm 32. Why am I scared? It just looks like a flat Coke.
It does. Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
scared.
just a diet coke, mate. For anyone listening and not watching, he's in the middle of trying it with a very, very disappointed face.
See if I get more of an ASMR off that. Did it work that
A
time?
little bit. Is it that bad?
It's. I get more of a flavour than I was expecting,
Yeah.
but it's almost like a stale donut.
Yeah. I
It's
know what
like
you
the
mean.
beer, like the stout, whatever that flavour is, comes through way too quick.
Yeah.
That is fucking rancid.
I can't believe you got to see it off.
You can't believe what?
You got to finish it off.
Absolutely fucking not. If there's one thing I have learned in my life, it's not bowing to peer pressure when it comes to drinking.
Oh God, I still am.
I physically don't think I could drink that. Do you want me to put it in a bottle and send it to you? I'll mail it
No,
across, pal.
I appreciate the effort of actually
Are you
going out and
sure?
getting one though and trying it. Yeah,
Well, I just
I
thought
might get one for next week now.
Mark said, "Do you know what? I would love you to get one of these and tell me what you think." Because I'm saying that's like
Yeah,
I think Mark was right with a 2 out of 10 in terms of like flavor of like what
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Of
compared
what
to
it
eating a
actually.
donut. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I get what they're trying to do, but I feel like if you like a stout, you don't
yeah.
like that. You'd rather just have a stout.
The jam donut one that I mentioned isn't a stout. It's a not. It's like
No,
an IPA
yeah,
type.
which is why I was looking for that one because they're a bit lighter, obviously, than a
Yeah, yeah.
fucking sludge stout. Yeah, grim. That's absolutely grim. What a waste of time. What a waste of money. The can's cool though. For those that can't
Yeah,
see,
the can's really cool.
pink and funky. Done. It's got like one picture of a donut on there. Oh, there's a couple. Okay, I'll let you off. Anyway, back to the culture. What are we doing for Premier League culture cards?
You've taken my next question because I was about to say, what other culture cards could you do? Because
I mean, it's
I would
do we just
say,
go? We'll do like a league one, and it's got like a bunch of frogs like hopping around like for like frogs legs and stuff. Because they're like for just frogs and snails, like frog legs and snails, or like just like one picture of the Eiffel Tower. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm thinking more like you could do like your Scandinavian countries and have like a Viking theme and things like that. Like have like a. I'm trying to think of some sort of historical
Yeah.
like background to one.
Oh,
But
for like Spain and Portugal, you could have them like invade a bunch of countries and like killing a bunch of native people, couldn't you? And then claiming their cultures as their own. You could do that. You could do that. Like, and then for the Brazil cards, you could license Brazil cards and then have them being the ones that get slaughtered. You could do that, couldn't you? Could you not? Do you not reckon you'd be able to get away with that? Because you could
I
do
mean,
that
you
for us
could,
as well, to be
you
fair.
could. I was going to say that's literally what England was built on.
Yeah, you could do that with us as well, to be fair. The Scandi
Oh,
the
what
Scandi
about some
vibe would
like
be good.
what about some like MLS ones that like if unless you live in America you have to pay like 20% more than anyone else to buy them because there's a tariff on them.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then every player, you add like £30 to them. So they're all just
Yeah,
massive, like proper obese.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're all just holding like handguns and they're shooting. You get extra points for shooting because that's all they really
Fucking, that's
do.
brilliant. Oh, can you imagine if Sorare brought out a special competition and it was just that MLS players get more points for shooting? Also, the obese thing was a joke. I appreciate that
No,
I
it's
am
not.
myself a well endowed man in the
Big boned.
weight area. Nah, you can't say that. I'm only fucking 5'6". You can't even say fucking big bone, can you? Just little short fat bones.
I actually can't think of like another one that would be valid without taking the piss out of someone.
I mean, do I just know this little about people's cultures?
Oh yeah,
Do you know what?
100%. I don't know anything.
I'm literally going to Google what is Spanish culture because other
Just
than like
tapas cards.
all the players being asleep, I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't
You
help.
can't use them between 3 and 4 because they're all on a siesta.
Could just have like a bunch of maracas on there. Are they Spanish? Does that count? This is bad, isn't it? And then you,
We're just borderline racially
yeah,
abusing.
it's getting bad. This, isn't it? It is getting pretty bad. Yeah, should have done some research instead
We
of just
won't
being
get into Germany's
fucking
cards. We won't get
ignorant.
into German cards.
I mean, we can get into German cards. We can get into German cards. All the Bayern
Right.
Munich players
Anyway.
would obviously have lederhosen. Very surprised they've never done
Yeah.
that. I'm very surprised they've never done like an
Yeah.
Oktoberfest, even if it was just like the Munich cards, because they always
Well,
do the Oktoberfest thing, don't they?
this season, well, no, last season they did the away kits, didn't they, and stuff. But I'm going to say they've
Yeah,
only just started doing different player photos. That's the difference in
yeah,
it. So that all the previous special cards were just the design with the same photo on.
yeah. That is true.
So I think this is where they're now
But again,
expanding.
I'm saying like that feels like a trick that's been missed.
Yeah, 100%.
People went nuts for
And
the away kit, and it's such a
rather than
small thing.
rather than having just, I mean, don't get me wrong, they need it for like income purposes, but rather than
Yeah,
having like they've now got a J League and a K League special edition limiteds on auction and blah blah blah.
yeah,
Would you not? I think I would rather they had some special edition cards nearly every week in the prize pool
yeah,
for different stuff
yeah.
that you can only win.
Win that
You
week.
can't buy. Yeah,
Yeah, I
unless
agree.
you bought them on the secondary market, and
So
it could, they've got all the info on the back of them now. It could be like one special game week X and won by X, and even if it's traded off, it don't matter because it'll show the winner and it'll show the game week, and it'll just be like a one-off design. It can't be that
I've been
difficult.
scammed.
Oh, go on.
Who the fuck is Ken Higuchi? Because
Don't know why.
so I've just won a couple of Urawa players for like 20p, like £1.70, like whatever the minimum is. And I've won
Yeah.
this fella, and it's not even one of his cards.
What do you mean? It's not one of his cards.
It's not even one of the Sakura cards. It's just his normal card.
But did you bid? Was he special when you bid on him?
So I won one of the Urawa special cards,
Oh, but you've
and the
gained another
card that
one.
I got doubled up was just a normal card.
Screenshot it because it does say that you get a 10% chance at another special card. So
Oh no, but
they'll probably
if it's only a 10%, wait, yeah,
yeah, it's a 10% chance at another
a
special
special
card
card. Yeah,
and
it's not just a
90%
10%.
chance at Essence or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
think
yeah. Let me go back
that's how I
to
read it.
the. Oh God, I've got so
I
many
am normally
fucking
wrong
bids
though.
on here. You are normally wrong, to be fair. I've not got the notification for it anymore. That's fucking annoying.
I've got it here. I'm just looking now.
Because I've been scammed. I don't even want him, but I want another card. If I get it, you can have it, by the way, because he plays for Makalachi
Oh,
Zvezda or whatever. Is it just 10% chance at a normal card?
so every Heritage Edition card gives you guaranteed Essence or a card reward. 10% chance at unlocking a bonus heritage card. So you're going
Oh,
to get an
okay. So the
essence or a
card I've
card.
got is 10%. Yeah.
It's just,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
That's fine. I've not been scammed. I take it back. I should learn how to read. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just going to bid on this Thiago Santana 1 sec.
I'm going to say we've literally come in here and we're just sat scrolling the market. Oh, Aston
Yeah.
Villa are out of the
Have
Champions
they
League.
conceded already?
It's 2-0.
It's 2-0.
Yeah, Hakimi and Mendes, both fullbacks have bagged.
That's a good point, you know. So last week, obviously, Mendes scored in like the 92nd minute or whatever he scored.
Yeah,
The fella who won All-Star won because of that Mendes goal.
that goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big win.
Yeah, I love that, me. What a fucking... Imagine how gassed he would have been when he saw that goal going.
It's
I'm
like
just
your
trying to
player
think.
coming on in the last minute of the game and getting an assist.
Yeah, but that seems unrealistic. I can't
Yeah,
imagine a situation where that would happen.
It's like texting your mates, begging for a player to come on because you were doing really well in Prem with a very good Pickford score.
Yeah,
And your forward sat on the bench and you just
yeah.
need him to come on just for the points, maybe get some essence.
Just like the
And you just think,
35. Yeah.
yeah, and you just think it's the 90th minute, it's game
Yeah.
over, it's done, innit?
And like
And then you just
even
get
more
subbed on.
so if like one of the mates you were texting is like obsessed with this bloke.
Yeah, that'd
It
help.
just doubles up.
That'd
It would
help.
just double up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because then he did come on though. He did come on.
Did he?
Then he got an assist within 1 minute.
He
Which
actually got the assist before he came on, according to Reddit's
yeah,
timeline.
he did. He did. Because at the time that put me on to a 97 with Pickford and an 81 with
Yeah,
McNeil, and I was
that's
thinking,
fucking mental, isn't it?
I was like, I've got a massive chance here now this weekend, and then I've just won fuck all.
Yeah, you have won fuck all. I've just won another card, by the way. Sorry
Okay,
to
sure.
all those who are watching at home, and it wasn't a special. So I just
Okay.
need to win 8 more, and I should get one, right? Because that's then 100%. I'm sure it stacks. I'm sure that's how it works. It has got me up that Uruwa. Where am I now? I was 27th and now I'm 19th. So we're creeping. We are creeping.
My market
That's
is not
because,
even working.
why?
I don't know. No matter what I go on, it just says that there's no cards listed.
Yeah, but are
Right.
you on auctions?
I am on auctions. Look,
Oh,
I'll show you. Like
I
literally,
made that mistake
I'm on the
earlier.
first. I mean, you can't really see. I'm on
Yeah,
auctions. That's the first page, and I've got one card.
yeah. If you scroll down, does it not say like 1 of 27?
Yeah, and then when I do it, it then loads up one on the next page. So I can do one card at a time,
Oh,
and I can't really be asked scrolling through the market at one card at a time. To
um,
be honest,
if you search the team, they all come up.
it's
Because
after recording job 'cause I don't have a clue. I want to buy, and I need to buy some players for
yeah,
an
no, you're right.
in-season
Yeah,
team now.
I'm going to put my phone. I'm not going to bid on any more players. Speaking of Dwight McNeil, Dwazza McNazza, the boy,
That
did what he did, won the ball, and then played a
does what he does.
stunning ball through to Ducouré, who slotted it home. Great finish.
I
Nottingham
think
Forest.
that.
Oh, the wheels coming off, by the way.
Oh, fucking up! So I can't stand the.
Are they? I feel like they can't come. Can they come off enough for him to drop out the top 5?
Are they not out of the? Oh no, is it the fourth out there? I
Still,
think
they're
now.
4th, aren't they? Yeah.
I just love him to bottle it.
City, listen, City will pick up form because it's like the money, the business end of the season.
Oh no, the
They
third.
will pick up
Oh, Newcastle have
form.
got a game in hand.
Yeah, Newcastle got 2 games now, didn't they? Oh no, because they played on the Sunday.
Just the one. They battered Man
Yeah,
U.
they fucking did batter Man U. Has Sandro Tonali ever scored a bad goal?
I don't remember one, no. But the
Because
assist was almost better than the goal on
the
that. That
assist
ball over
was
the top was
stunning.
unbelievable.
Alexander Isak might be the best forward in the Premier League.
I'm up there saying he's top 3 strikers in the world right now.
I'm absolutely on board. Right, this is my thing. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I feel like the quality of superstar in today's football is the
It's gone.
lowest it's been in my lifetime.
Yeah, definitely. Easily
Because
said.
like, who are you saying right now are the superstars?
Like all
Like,
timers. Like you
yeah,
look, you know,
like
look back and
ones
think
that,
they're like legends.
yeah, we're gonna look back and be like, I can't believe we were alive when he played.
I can't think of anyone right now. Like you've got players who are obviously class. Like KDB in his prime was like unbelievable, but he's not in his prime anymore. Messi's
I
not. Ronaldo's not. Neymar's not. You know, like these
Can I
players
say
have all
something
gone now.
controversial?
You're going to say KDB wasn't that good, aren't you?
No, I'm not, because obviously he's incredible and has
Mhm.
had an incredible career. I think he's a very forgettable footballer.
No, I think that's personality reasons more than the football, though.
I can't fit like top of my head. I couldn't think of anything like I couldn't tell you a KDB highlight.
No, I can't
I
think
couldn't
of
tell you one.
a moment. No,
Yeah, like Messi, you immediately go back to the goal against Getafe, the header against Man United. Like
well, he's got that
Ronaldo,
many. You don't
overhead
even
kicks, free
you
kicks.
can't even count.
Gareth Bale, overhead kicks, running off the pitch. You've got the lot. Hazard, you've got goal after goal after goal after goal where he beats 10 men. Neymar, you've got everything. Like you've got it.
Yeah,
Ibrahimovic, you've got 60-yard overhead kicks. KDB,
I've
you've
never
got,
scrolled through. I've never scrolled through TikTok and seen a KDB compilation.
this is what I'm saying. Because if it is, all it is good passes.
Mm.
I can give you more Ben
Yeah, I
Me
agree with that.
highlights. I've seen more Ben Me compilations than I've seen KDB highlights. That's being honest. Can I say, right? I love like an unsuspecting edit where
Oh
like
yeah,
it'll be someone doing something and it's completely unrelated, and then they'll do something and it will edit into a. I saw, I saw,
footballer like celebrating and stuff.
I saw a Victor Yokeres one, which that's mental because he's played for Coventry, and it was this fucking girl on Love Island, right? And she's like, it's like 30 seconds. I nearly skipped the video, but I wanted to see where it was going because I was like, how's this ended up on my timeline? This is months ago. and
Yeah.
she's crying, she's
Loads of
crying, she's
likes and comments
crying.
as well, and you're like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. She's crying and crying and crying, and then all of a sudden she does this to cover her
It's
face, like to stop herself from crying, and it just cuts to Gyökeres doing the same thing, and then scoring loads of goals.
there's some
It's
quality one. I love the ones where it's like, someone falling over, but they land on the knees, and it just cuts to Drogba's knee slide into the corner or something.
Yeah, honestly, unbelievable. We're not doing this again, little cat. Come on, shift. My favourite one though, it is a Ben Mee one. This is why I've come on to it. For those who don't know, I can't believe I have to explain who Ben Mee is. He's the single greatest defender of all time. There isn't a better out and out defender in the world. He turned James Tarkowski into the man he is today. He made Michael Keane so good he played for England, and now look at him. And he is one of the only players I've ever seen defend better with his head than he does his feet, and he's tackled with his head as well. And it's Ronaldo, and it's someone asking him, "Who's the best player in the world?" And he just goes, "Me." And then it cuts to a Ben Mee edit.
That's the Ben Mee highlight.
It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
it is good. It is good.
It's one
You
of my
see
favorite
loads of him
videos.
though, don't you? Where it's like they go on about the commentary for like, well, he's playing, and they'll be like, I'm having like, oh, that's a great ball by me, and it's like this commentator's so selfish now. Like, oh, this
Yeah,
commentator won't
yeah,
stop shutting up and all this.
yeah.
Like, there is some bangers from it.
It's just, and do you know what? He's one of those players that, like, I'm sad that people won't know who he is because,
Yeah,
like, he's a
he's not memorable unless it's someone like
no,
you who will be
yeah,
who know him.
like people know him now as like the fella who sits on the bench for Brentford,
Mm.
but like I have seen him genuinely do some of the most miraculous bits of defending I've never seen. I've like the
Yeah,
stuff that when commentators always say, "Oh, that's a nightmare ball for a defender." Not for Ben
yeah,
Mee. Not for Ben Mee. Not for Big Ben. Not for rock hard, stone cold Ben Mee that cost us £600,000 in a combined
yeah.
deal
That's
with
a
Kieran
bargain. That.
Trippier. Kieran Trippier and Ben Mee in the same deal from Man City.
Yeah, that's
Mental.
big.
Mental. He's one of those players that like I think you only really understand if you are from the place you support.
Yeah,
Like if like I'm not saying that people can't be fans of teams like not from where they live. Like I know
you have
someone
to watch them.
who yeah, but I think you have to be there.
Mm.
You mean like in person, you
Yeah,
don't mean
'cause
like on TV?
yeah, sorry, yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, because the cameras will go to, like, the striker with the ball, but
Exactly.
you're watching
Exactly.
everyone on the pitch.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah. Because like I know a lad who from Hull, and he is a Hull fan, but he's a Barcelona fan.
Oh, bless him.
Like genuinely, yeah, I know, and that's why I allow him to have two teams. You know, because fucking you don't want one
Yeah,
team at
you
your
can't
Hull.
support Hull, man.
Um, and like he will literally watch every Barcelona game every single week, but I don't think he could give me Barcelona's version of Ben Mee, and it
No.
not just be like Carlos Puyol.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, someone
yeah,
who's obvious.
no shit, Carlos Puyol was good, or what Gerard Piqué was a good defender. Nice one,
Yeah. Like,
fucking
if
Ben
you turn
Mee,
around to me and say that question, I think one of the best defensive players I watched who didn't get enough opportunity for Huddersfield was a
Jonathan
guy
Hart,
called Congolo.
Terence,
He was yeah,
Terence Congolo.
he was
He
so
was a baller.
mate, but defensively, I've never
Yeah.
seen a player that you just as soon as someone was running at him, you may as well look where the ball's going afterwards because he's going to tackle him, and you've got to look for what's going to happen next. Because he defensively was class. Injuries let him down, and he played in a shit Huddersfield team.
No,
Other than
this is
that,
it. Who did?
he was a quality player.
Who else did he play for? Because I used to love Terence
He
Congolo.
went back to France, didn't
Who did? I'm gonna see. Do you know he still plays?
he? Yeah, I've seen him about NAC. Is it Eredivisie?
Yeah. Get
Fuck
his
me,
card. Get his card. Get his
His
card.
super res £7. I might just get it.
He actually went to Fulham.
Oh, he did. He played for. Oh, that shows how good he is. Then good
Yeah.
after going to us.
He actually only left Fulham for last year. He's been on loan,
Yeah, honestly,
but he only left last year.
defensively he was so good.
Magnificent. I forgot about Terence Congolo. Um, shall we
But that's
talk
what
about
you mean.
Sore Dogs?
You'd have never brought his name up ever again.
No, no,
But I
exactly.
watched him.
Yeah, exactly one of them. And I don't think that's someone you get as sorry, I know this is harsh to both of us.
Armchair fan.
No, not. I wasn't even going to say that. I was going to say a fan of a successful team.
Yeah,
Because I
no, because
don't think you
everyone's
get players
technically a
like
good
that.
player out there.
Everyone's a great player. Like Man City
Yeah.
fans are going to look back and say Ruben Diaz. No shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Portland's captain were a good footballer, were he? Yeah, all right.
Vincent Company were a really
Yeah,
good centre half.
he
Well,
was
yeah,
pretty
of
good,
course he
wasn't
was.
he? Yeah, he
He
was
lifted
pretty
the
good.
Premier League every fucking
Yes.
year.
Oh my god, I've not mentioned like Burnley for so long. I've not actually said Burnley for 35 minutes now. I know I've talked about Ben Mee and Dwight McNeil, don't count.
Did you not say Burnley got him on a really good deal? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I
Potentially.
might have done. Even if it's that half an hour, that is comfortably a record.
Yeah, it is.
Watch now, honestly, someone's gonna leave a comment and be like, "Oh, by the way, Adam said Burnley after 82 seconds and just forgot." So I got sent a stat today by the legendary So Rare Canary himself. And
I think I might know what this one is. Is this the goals conceded?
No. This perfectly
Go on then.
typifies our argument last week about how big the gap between the Prem and the Championship is.
Yeah.
So in Burnley's last 111 games in the second tier, how many do you think they've lost?
111. Bearing in mind you've been up and down twice.
Yeah, so that's Dyche's last season in the Prem before when we went up. Company's first season, Dyche's first season, last season in the Championship. Company's obviously first and last in the Championship, and then this year with Parker.
I'm going to say 9.
5.
That's fucking
5.
mad. That is
5
mental.
games in 111. So I was thinking about it when I messaged him back. We had a 23 game unbeaten run under Dyche.
Yeah.
A 23 game unbeaten run under Company, and we're currently 27 games unbeaten. I've not seen us lose this year. I've not seen us lose.
I've only just seen Huddersfield score of their first home goal in 2025, like a week ago.
Because you didn't see the game when they scored 5, did you?
Yeah, the one game that we scored 5, I went in fucking Tenerife.
That's unbelievable. They did that on purpose, by the way. They told me.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Honestly doesn't surprise me. I was sat there and I was thinking, I was like, Huddersfield are playing. I can't remember even who we were playing, like Charlton or something.
Charlton.
And I had a bet on and it just said Huddersfield goal like 3 minutes in, and I was like, God, I've not seen one yet.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, goal.
Like 3-0 up in 15 minutes.
This is mental. But just to solidify that, we've also lost 16 games this season, only won 19. So I've almost seen us lose more than we've won in League One.
That is absolutely mental. That is
mental.
Are so
and
Birmingham have won the league as well, which pissed me off a bit.
I mean, they were always going to spunked a load of money at it.
But that's why it's annoying. Shall we actually talk about So Rare Darts? Because we talked about being shit at it last week. So we must have done better.
I did. Oh no.
No, I don't know if you did. I did. I did the same. I did the same. I've kept us going on my own because Bowen got a decisive last week and I got a decisive this week.
Yeah, so Mark went for. How do you say his name? Because I'm not going to try to pronounce that.
Miro Muheim.
That's the one. Mark went for
one
him.
of the best players on the game, by the way. Incredible scorer. What did he get?
I'm just going to have a quick check because just in case I've missed something, he is currently averaging 69 on his L15.
That's good.
He's averaging 77 on his L5.
That's crazy.
And at the weekend, he dropped 0 because he was out of the squad.
Marco O'Hara. What a stinker.
And then you went with Dwight McNeil. Icon. Always going to do really well. Got his assist. He got like a 65. Nice, steady away. It's what you want from your darts picks. You want your 60s. I went for Inaki Williams, who was
lovely,
benched.
Great player. Lovely player, though.
Been horrific since I got his super rare, to be honest. I don't actually.
There seems to be what is going on with my hair, by the way?
Yeah,
where are we going here? What is happening?
Yeah, so I thought I got Inaki Williams for an absolute bargain. And it turns out whoever was selling him realised he was just going to turn shit as soon as he sold him, because he has gone 29, 51, 36, 37, 35, 40, 34 since
Jesus,
I picked him up.
that is rough.
Before that, he had an 80, a 100, a 74, a 65, a 77, a 90, an 87, a 67.
Were they in a
I've
row?
absolutely ruined him. There was a couple in between that were like 30, 50s and 60s and stuff, but like
Oh, that stinks. That is rough.
I've not had one good game with him. So I picked him against Rayo Vallecano at home, thinking Rayo aren't the best this season, but
Yeah,
they're not bad.
yeah.
He got benched, and then when he did come on for half an hour, he got a big chance missed and dropped to 29. So it's just we did shit. We did shit.
Oh, we really did. We
And
really
we
did,
don't
didn't we?
seem to be able to pick even decent score. We picked three good players,
Yeah.
and
No,
we didn't
two good
even get.
players in a worldie.
Well, even better. In fact, you could say two worldies with how good Muheim or
Yeah,
whatever the fuck he's
yeah.
called scores are at the
We
moment.
got a message off Mark Friday afternoon that said, like, before the deadline, but obviously way after
Yeah,
our deadline, like, anyone who's got Miro Muheim, just heads up, chance that he is a DNP today. And they kicked off at like 3:00 on Friday afternoon. And I checked, yeah, and he was a DNP, and their left back scored a blinder. But yeah, what we're doing this week, we're going to pick 4 Mark, aren't we?
do we pick for Mark or do 3 each?
Oh, do we do 3 each? I like 3 each.
Because I think
Villa have
I'm going to
pulled one
go for.
back.
Yeah, it's too late, man. Too late.
Early Tillemans. Oh, and Dortmund have got one against Barcelona. Could we see an upset there?
That was like 2 minutes in as well or something. So obviously they needed 4 goals. I can imagine it just erupted at that point, and everyone were like, "Here we go,
11.
we're going to do this." And
11th,
then
11th minute, they scored.
even so,
Yeah.
it's still early enough, isn't
Still early, yeah. And then they've done that.
it?
So,
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
we have a slight thing this weekend, and I want to know your thoughts on it.
Go on.
Obviously, Prem is normal, but for those
Yeah.
who either don't follow the championship, Easter weekend is always a double game week. So we obviously play on the Friday and we play on the Monday. What am I doing? Because I'm obviously picking a Burnley player.
I'm
Are we taking best
going
score?
based on. Does that mean my Prem players are going to have double fixtures?
No, Prem's always still Saturday. It's only ever championship. Well,
Oh,
like,
fuck's sake.
yeah, no, it is just championship. Yeah, is it? No, I think it's
Um,
usually League One as well. Actually, yeah, it is. So it's just a football
I
league
think
rather than a Premier League.
I think whoever you pick, you have to
Mm.
use their first game.
First game. Can I not tell you the specific game?
Yeah, if you want to tell me the game, you can only have the score from one game.
Okay, right. Well, I'm going 3 Burnley players, and I'm
Yep,
going balls to the wall. Not
yep.
literally for those that are watching on YouTube. So we play Watford on Friday. I'm going to ignore that
Okay.
because on Monday at 5:30 we play Sheffield United. For
The promotion
context,
decider.
we are 5 points clear of Sheffield United. So if we match their result on Friday and then beat them on Monday,
And beat them Monday.
it's
You're up.
done. It's done. I don't care about winning the
Please,
league.
please, please win. No, please win the league. Leeds can go
See,
up second, but just don't
I've
give them a fucking like a champions party.
I've got mates who are Leeds fans, so I don't mind either way, really.
All my mates are Leeds fans. I
Obviously,
want them
I'd
to suffer.
rather. Yeah, but you're a Huddersfield fan. It's different. I don't care about
Yeah, but
Leeds.
it's fucking Leeds. No one likes them.
I actually don't mind Leeds.
That's the worst thing you could have possibly said to me.
It's not true either. Fuck them. Fuck them. I just
Right,
thought I'd
give me
wind
a
you up.
three.
Right.
Give me a three.
So my 3 are. I think we're gonna beat them. I think their balls are gonna
Trafford.
fall off. James Trafford. It'll be the penultimate time that I see him play for Burnley, I imagine. So I'm taking that. Next, I'm going to go the heartthrob of the team and the
Brown.
greatest under 23 defender in world football. And I'm going to say Maxime Esteve. That's
That's
Maxime,
the second to last penultimate game you're going to see him as well.
Steve. Yeah, exactly. There's a trend here, isn't there?
Yeah,
And then the last one, because I need 180, and I'm not just going. I did have to think for a second that I'm not just going 3 absolute bangers. Trafford's getting like a 75. A
yeah, clean
Stev,
sheet.
high chance that he gets an 80 or a 90. So I
See,
need
he's like a
someone.
sub.
Well, I either need someone who's gonna sub, or
Fullback tax.
someone who scores 1 week and then misses 15 big chances the next week and gets minus 25 AA. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say Jadon Anthony. Fingers crossed it's the penultimate time I see him play for Burnley as well, because he is not a fucking Premier League footballer.
All right, well, we'll see.
Ranted.
We'll see how we get on. Oh, I ain't even told you mine, have I?
I'll be honest, I want to go bust. I'm happy to come back on Monday, Tuesday with
Yeah, I get
300.
that. So do I, to be honest, because I've picked 3 of my
Yeah.
players from my supers. So I've gone for
Up the fucking supers.
three boys that I actually think I will go bust here. I'm calling like a 220.
Razza McNazza.
I have gone Luke Bacchio because he is at home to Deportivo, whatever they call it. I don't even know which one it is. That's the one. He's at home to them. They're 17th.
Yeah,
And he
shite.
gets good AA. He normally ends on like a 50 if he don't get a decisive. So when he does, he's an 80 plus normally.
Nice for the darts. Yeah, nice for the darts.
I'm gonna say 80 for him.
Yeah.
And then I'm going for this is why I'm gonna go bust. Because I'm going for Aaron Wan-Bissaka at home to Southampton.
Yeah.
His AA game at the moment is obscene. Like,
he's going
it
to the
actually
moon
is.
against Southampton, isn't
Yeah, so I'm hoping that in fact, yeah, I'm already bust at this point. I think that could be 180 between them two.
I'm going to save it until you finish your team. Go on.
Yeah, just to remind you of what Aaron Wan-Bissaka's last 3 games of AA are. He went 39 AA against Wolves away. He went 18 AA against Bournemouth with 2 goals conceded. So you're not even getting a clean sheet bonus and -8 for goals. And he got 36 AA away at Liverpool at the weekend.
Fucking hell. Did they keep a clean sheet against Wolves?
No.
So none of those are with a 10
None
point
of
bonus
those have got a clean
and
sheet.
minus points for goals.
Yep.
That's fucking mental, isn't it?
He got 25 AA against Arsenal away. He got 42 AA against Leicester at home. So that's what I'm hoping for in the
You want
Southampton
similar
game.
Southampton, yeah.
Yeah,
I like that, you are. Who's your last one?
I have gone for, is it Dominic Kor? Is that his first name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dominic Kor.
Kohr if you need to spell it.
It is. He's just back from suspension.
Not
He played at the weekend away to Hoffenheim, I think it was.
Nice, yeah.
Got 20 AA in a 2-0 loss.
Jesus.
But they're at home to, who have they got now? Someone shit again. Wolfsburg.
Dortmund. Oh yeah, they are like.
So
a new
that's
contract,
3
by the way.
big scores now. He has.
Yeah, big for the supers.
Mate, can I just say, I think where I should have started in Super Rares when I first came saw her.
I think it's looking that way.
I'm touching wood when I say this. I have had some of the luckiest not luckiest breaks, but like I bought players that maybe run out this summer.
Well, you in your defence, I'm going to say it's not lucky because you have literally picked up cheap-ish super rares, and said, he's got this long left on his contract. Hopefully, he gets extended, and then I'm fine.
Yeah,
that's exactly what has happened.
I've had Donovan Leon's now extended till 2027. That's two starting keepers that I thought they're the biggest risk. He's just extended. Well, it was actually in January, and I didn't even realise.
Especially
so he's not leaving in summer.
Your luck with goalkeepers.
Yeah, Pickford 2027 already.
Stunning.
Batala 2030 contract.
Yeah,
he ain't going fucking anywhere.
No,
he's only just extended. They've just bought him from River Plate and then give him a 5-year contract.
Yeah, that's
he's not going anywhere.
Your only problem there is if they get relegated.
They're 8th
next year, not this year.
Yeah, it'd be great in contender.
You haven't got a contender team. You'd have him with your limited Yuta Nakayama.
branch out and get a contender Super Rare team. But yeah, even like Wan-Bissaka's like 2031.
Yeah.
That Oliveira, whatever it's called,
The thing
Oliveira's like
the thing is,
2030.
with players like your Prem players specifically, like McNeil, Wan-Bissaka, Pickford, McAllister, they are not
Yeah.
going anywhere that's not a champion side.
No, McAllister's rumoured to Real Madrid.
This is what I'm saying. Pickford,
Yeah.
Pickford's not going to be on a bench anywhere. He's going to a top 6 team, if
No.
anything. Do you know what I
England's
mean?
number one going to sit on a bench.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not on about Trafford. I'm on about Pickford. Trafford might go sit on
Not
the
you,
bench.
not under 23, 21.
Hey, listen,
Under 23, number one. That made
listen.
no sense what I just said.
I would love. I might go back and listen to a podcast from like around this time last year, and just listen to what I had to say about James Trafford.
You
Because
hated the man.
yeah, and it's just turned round. I saw him having a little giggle with Ashley Barnes on Sky on Friday, and I just thought, I love you. What a guy. What a guy. Also, just
Till you get relegated.
nah, I don't care about that. Ashley Barnes nearly killed a groundsman on Friday.
What, did he look at him?
No, worse. He smashed him in the face with a football. Like,
That sums up
bearing in
Ashley
mind, he looked like a bit of an older fella. Not Ashley Barnes, he is an older fella. The groundsman. Little
He
warm
should
up
have
at
his eye on
half
fucking
time.
game then, shouldn't
Little warm up at half time. He's gone for like a pinged pass on the half volley. Groundsman's not looking. He's stabbing away at his turf. It's just fucking whammed him in the side of the head. He's had a little stumble, a little, oh, is he going to go? And he's like clutching his face. I can't lie. I'd have been crying my fucking eyes out. It looked like it well hurt. It looked like it fucking well hurt.
Let me tell you this. So when we used to sit at a different seat at Huddersfield, and it were right next to away fans, and there were nothing better than watching the warm-ups because you just have them shooting and it just miss and go into crowd or whatever, and you just wait. 'Cause nearly every week someone would get peppered with a ball to the side of the head, and it was brilliant. But there were one week where, you know what, I'm still going to laugh because she was fine, so I don't care how much of a dickhead I sound. There was this little girl there, and she was clearly not watching properly, and she's just
Her
stood.
fault.
This ball's missed.
Her fault.
What, you've come to a football game? Watch the football, you know, and it's coming to crowd. I'm not even joking. She's turned as the ball's coming. It's one of them Bridget knows jobs. Bang, head backwards.
Yeah.
There was medics in the crowd.
That's
there was
it.
all
It's
sorts.
when,
And
it's
then
when the head like snaps backwards.
Yeah, honestly, mate, it was like she'd been ran over. She moved that much with ball, and I was in tears. It was so funny, man. Honestly, if there was no one around, I think she'd have carried on with the ball. There was that much power behind it. Like it was so good.
In like a fucking Dragon Ball Z episode where they go through the rock and stuff, like with the ball in her face.
There's just a silhouette through the stands of where she's been smashed through.
It's like Hole in the Wall on BBC One. Anton Dubek or whatever it was called.
Oh, mate, I'll never forget because it was one of them where I thought, do I laugh? And then I turned and my dad was pissing himself. And I was like, yes, I was like, that is perfect. And I love shit like that. As long as they're all right, I don't care. As long as they're all right, I don't care.
As soon as they're all right, it's calm. Like
it's like seeing someone fall over. There's no funnier than watching someone fall over.
Yeah. And then like your instinct is to laugh, then you got to check they're all right.
Yeah.
And then if they're all right, keep laughing again. And it's fine.
Yeah.
It is absolutely fine.
I love shit like that.
Well, shall we leave it there for today? Because
we can.
I need to go and buy some fucking Japanese limited cards.
So do I now, actually.
Wash the taste of this fucking door knot out my mouth. Do you get it? Because it's called a door knot, but I said door knot.
Yeah.
It's grim.
I need a shower as soon as I played golf and got home and jumped straight on here as well.
How did you get on? How did your new little rangefinder go?
It's not here yet, and it's not.
I know
it's not here. A visual
and I know
one.
it's not
a satellite
one. I know it's not one of them, but you've got to give it a bit of this.
Come on. Yeah.
122 yards, playing 135.
Mate, what was the new technology on it?
It was patented slope compensation. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to be stood there on 9th. It's a really long uphill par 4 is 9th.
Yeah, that is big,
and it's going to say, oh, you're 145 yards out, but there's a 20-foot increase to green. It's playing 170, 165, at least 2 clubs up.
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm not dropping short and I'm landing on the green and putting it home for
Oh, I thought you were
9.
going to say you were shanking it right anyway.
No. I'm actually not too bad at getting to the green. It's getting the ball in the hole that I'm bad at.
Also, right, can I say, you said to me that getting new clubs wouldn't make that much of a difference to my game.
Only no, I didn't mean it wouldn't make much of a difference. I said you're not going to gain much yardage. You're not going to gain much from it. If you had old clubs but you cleaned them up, they'd still be. You wouldn't gain. You wouldn't change much.
So I thought that, went into American Golf, and I had a proper fitting, and he said, your clubs are that old, even if you got the lowest like quality set from this year,
Yeah.
you'd still play golf.
Well, I
And
didn't even see the clubs you had.
they
So
were
like that's not
they're from
that
like
doesn't help.
2002. They don't make they're
Because
Nike. They don't make Nike golf clubs anymore.
yeah.
That's how old they are.
Mine are Nike, and I'm pretty sure well, they are obsolete, but I can't remember how old they are. But my brother had them before me, and it was sort of, and they're at least 12-year-old, I'd
Which ones are
say
they?
minimum. SQ pluses, I think they are.
Oh, the Sasquatch ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely club though. Lovely
They
club.
are really nice. The
Yeah,
driver sounds like a bullet being shot when you hit
yeah,
it, which is the most awful sound in the world for a driver. Like I'd love like a proper, like one of these like carbon fiber heads now that
yeah,
make a proper nice noise when you rip it.
yeah.
But I will say I probably hit my longest drive ever tonight on a hole. It felt unbelievable.
How far
Um,
were it?
but I don't. I need this is where I need that thing. It'll tell me exactly how far I've gone. But it were probably about 250, if not further. But it were uphill on like a long par four with wind at us.
Nice.
So I
Yeah,
think on like a flat surface, that's
yeah.
a
That's a
280,
good.
290 drive.
Yeah.
Like
I
I've absolutely ripped it.
and I'm going to finish on this. I know we've said we'll finish when we've talked about golf. I broke 90 for the first time in a very long time.
So you're better than me at the moment. I'm fucking miles off it.
It must be it. I must have been like 20 last time I broke 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
My best.
drove. Go on.
Go on. Oh, I'm going to say my
Base.
best round this year was we're doing what we did last week.
We
Or
are,
the
but we're not doing it on purpose either.
but this wasn't even on purpose. I'm going to go first. My best round this year so far. It's a 9-holer, but you just play twice if you do your 18, obviously. Was 44, so that was 10
Pretty good.
over.
Yeah,
So I was like, that was mint. And then now I'm
yeah.
averaging like 50 around. Like I just can't seem to get
Fucking
under
annoying, isn't
50
it?
at the moment.
Yeah. I there's this one par four that basically it's only a short one. It's like 300 yards, but if you cut the trees, it's like 270.
Yeah, so you've just
And
got to hit it really well.
normally I won't bother because the chances of me doing it are like 1 in 10.
Yeah.
But I just thought I'm having a good round. I'm just gonna fucking whack it. I had a bit of wind behind me, give it a good whack, and I must have left it 10 foot. Granted,
So nice,
I
and
missed the
the
eagle, but
feeling.
I did come away with a birdie. But yeah, I just fucking love golf. Golf, spring to autumn, is just such a
I'm going to
good
make an
game.
outrageous claim. I'm going to make an outrageous claim, and people will disagree that don't play golf, but I think you'll agree with me.
You like
Hitting,
playing?
hitting
Oh
like
yeah,
your best shot,
yeah,
hitting your best shot in golf. Like obviously, I've never had a hole in one. I've chipped in once from like
yeah.
70, 80 yards out when that was incredible. I sprinted at
Unreal,
the hole.
unreal.
Um, but I think hitting like a shot that you're watching land like a foot of the hole for like
Yeah,
a hole in one is a better, if not maybe equal, feeling to scoring like a free kick in football.
yeah,
Like
100%.
that, and people will disagree because I think people will be like, no, there's not that much excitement in golf and all that. I'm telling you now, that feeling of watching that ball fly towards the fucking hole, land and roll towards it, and you're thinking, this is going in, this is going in. Your
Yeah,
heart is pounding, like it's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh, 100%. Or even it don't even have to be that. If you tell someone what you're gonna do
Oh, and then you
with a
do
golf
it.
shot, I had one where I had the wind coming in from the left, and I had like a dog leg right, but I needed like a long way to go. So I was like, do you know what? I'm play a really nice fade into the wind. Wind's going to carry it. I'm going to end up round the corner, leave myself 50 yards in. I've done it fucking. I've given it a bit of a cut. It's just zipped like I've got it on a
Yeah.
fucking string, and I must have been 50, 60 yard out. Come away with a ball game. That's not
But
the point. don't
I know,
matter
I
if they're
know we
wrong.
were meant to be finishing. I'm going to make one more comment because I could actually now sit and just do another hour talking
Just
about
talk
golf.
about golf.
But there were one tonight where there was a bunker between me and the green, and then there's
Yeah,
a slope after the bunker, so you've got to carry the slope or
yeah.
you're hitting it and going. And I've said to my mate, me and my mate play every round together, and that, and I was like,
Mm,
right, I'll just hit my 56, get some height on it, land it about
yeah.
2 foot short, and it'll just stay there. And it was inches from being what I said, but it hit the slope and it
Oh,
rolled about
no
40 foot
way.
past,
Fucking
just
hell.
off the green. And I was like, half a yard more, and
And
I
it's
would have walked away
perfect.
thinking I'm Rory McIlroy.
Yeah,
And then instead, I'm having to go get another club to bump and run it back
yeah,
on rather than just
yeah.
getting me putter and just tapping it home.
Honestly, that is
It's,
why golf is a frustrating sport because it's just
oh, yeah.
inches and it just makes such a difference. But you've made me want
I'm
to
on
go and
about
play.
playing again tomorrow, which would
Yeah, I
be
might have to go and play tomorrow as
three
well.
rounds in 3 days, or 3 rounds. Yeah, 3 rounds in 4 days.
I think I might have to go and play tomorrow now as well. So we'll definitely leave it there, pal. I'm going to go and start warming up
Yep.
now. Go and get
Start
stretched off, I think. Yeah,
swinging in
yeah,
the
yeah,
living
yeah, 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 yeah. Get speed stick out. Get the old speed stick out and just give it a swing.
room. Should we leave him on a teaser?
Oh, shall we leave him on a teaser? Have we got a teaser?
If
What's the
you can
teaser?
remember, we have got a teaser. Can you not remember Mark's message over? Was it
Oh
over the weekend?
shit, we have got a teaser.
We won't
Yeah.
say who it is and when it is because I don't think he's got an exact date.
No.
However,
Do you know what? I
we
think we
have
should make
go on.
now that we can. I think we should make that the first guest podcast of us returning.
Yeah, not a bad idea because we have a special guest coming on.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give you any more details on that because there's a few comments I could make that I think people would pick it up on who it is.
yeah,
To talk about how the season has gone from So Rare's perspective.
yeah.
That's
Which
all you're
we've
getting.
not had. Yeah, we've not had before. I will give you a teaser because I'm a better person than Aaron. How many followers does Nicholas have? And that's all. Hey, that's all I'm giving you. If you know, you know. All right. If you
Well,
know,
I
you
think
know.
I think a few might get that one.
It's fucking not him. He's never coming back. He's never coming back. Fuck him.
Can't- I think it's when you said it as well. I was thinking I don't get the tease, and then I realise now why.
Oh, I'm definitely leaving it there before I end up slagging him off anymore.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure, as we've not done a podcast just me and you.
it's been nice, hasn't it? Should we just
Been
sack Mark
delightful.
off?
I quite like him though. I do
Yeah,
quite
he's all right.
like
To be
him,
fair.
and he brings like a level of sensibility that we don't have.
Yeah, he'd normally like have butt in now and had like just
Yeah,
a normal, relaxing conversation, and we've just gone off on
yeah,
tangents for the last
We
hour.
could talk about golf for another hour. So I don't
Yeah,
think anyone will listen to this because we've just genuinely talked shit for an hour.
yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, may as well not
Same
have
time.
recorded it, just had a chat with ourselves, and then just put it,
Well, that's
just
what we
not
were doing, and
uploaded it.
that's what we were fucking doing. Should we do it same time next week?
Yeah, why not?
I'll see you then, pal.
See you then, mate.